Okay, key stage 3 separation techniques. Let's go through the keywords. An image obtained from chromatography. So when you got your chromatography, that's then your piece of paper, right, where you got a little dot to go across it, and the piece of paper is called a chromatogram. A technique used to separate mixtures of liquids that are soluble is the chromatography that I just talked about. The mixing of a substance, the solute, with the liquid, the solvent, to make a solution. So I've got solute, which could be my coffee, with a liquid, which is my water, to make a solution, which is actually my cup of coffee. What I'm doing there is I'm dissolving it. A technique that uses evaporation and condensation to obtain a solvent from a solution. Okay, so I heat it up, I then cool it down, and I get my solvent. That is distillation. A way of separating out pieces of solid that are a mixture with a liquid or solution by putting it through filter paper. So this is then when you've got insoluble solids in there, is filtering. The liquid or solution that collects in the container after it's been filtered is your filtrate. A way of separating pieces of solid, that sort of sound very similar to this, the actual method is filtration. So you're filtering, you get a filtrate, and the method is filtration. A substance that has a different substances mixed in with it is impure. A substance that cannot dissolve in a certain solvent is insoluble, like a rock. It is a mixture of substances that are not chemically joined together. So not chemically joined together is a mixture. A substance that no other substances mixed in it, so if I've got sodium and it's just 100% sodium, it is pure. The solid that collects in the filter paper is the residue. So I've got my filter funnel, right, doesn't look anything like that at all, it looks like a Y in fact, right? So what I do is I pour my liquid in there, and the stuff that appears in here or stays in there is my residue. A solution in which no more solute can dissolve is saturated. Okay, so that's like putting sugar in a cup of coffee, and if you put 5 spoons in, there'll be some left at the end, which means it's saturated. It is the mass that dissolves in 100 grams of water, the solubility. The solid or gas that dissolves in a liquid, the solute, like my coffee. A mixture of a liquid with a gas, solid or gas, all parts of the mixture are the same. So that is then where you've got your solute and your solvent, makes a solution. The liquid in which a solid or gas dissolves. So I've got my cup of coffee, right, there's my cup of coffee. Solute is the coffee, solution is the whole thing, solvent is my water. Okay, now test time. Write down the numbers, okay, and then what we'll do is we'll then have a look, right, at the answers that you got, right, by referring back to the video. Okay, so write down all the numbers, write down your answers, and have a go now. Okay, so what you should have got then is you should have got as many as you possibly can, hopefully maximum marks. Now you've got to do it all again, right, to make sure it's embedded in your head, and then do it all again in 2 months. Ready, go. Okay, well done. That's another unit ticked. But seriously, don't forget, a couple of months' time, do it again. It won't take you long because it'll be mostly in your brain already.